Hello everyone, I'm your host, Whispering Owl, and today I'm bringing you a truly fascinating journey into the hidden world of secret societies. These are the groups that shaped history from the shadows, weaving intrigue and mystery into the fabric of our past. You've probably heard of the Illuminati or the Freemasons, but what about the secret societies no one talks about? The ones whose names have faded with time, yet whose influence can still be felt today. Well, get ready, because we're about to uncover their stories. In this two-part series, we'll dive into 5 of the most enigmatic and mysterious secret societies in history. In today's episode, we'll explore the scandalous Hellfire Club, the revolutionary Carbonari, and the dark mysticism of the Order of Nine Angles. Each of these groups holds secrets that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about history. But that's just the beginning. Part 2 will take us even deeper into the shadows, revealing societies tied to defiance, mysticism, and dangerous ideologies that shaped the world in profound ways. So get comfortable, grab a cup of tea, and let's begin our journey into the secretive and fascinating world of history's forgotten societies. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Beneath the polished veneer of 18th century Britain, a darker world thrived, a world of secret clubs and forbidden gatherings. Among them, one name stands out: the Hellfire Club. Known for its scandalous reputation and shrouded in whispers of occult rituals, the Hellfire Club was far more than a hedonistic playground for the elite. It was a society cloaked in secrecy, steeped in scandal, and rumored to have dabbled in the unthinkable. Let's unravel the mysteries of this infamous group, whose name still evokes intrigue and fear to this day. The Hellfire Club originated in England in the early 1700s, founded by Sir Francis Dashwood, a wealthy aristocrat with a taste for the eccentric. Dashwood, along with a group of close associates, established the club as a space for intellectual discussion, hedonistic pursuits, and rumored occult practices. The club's name itself, Hellfire, was meant to shock, reflecting its members' willingness to mock and subvert societal norms, including religion and morality. The Hellfire Club was born out of rebellion, an elite counterculture rejecting the rigid moral expectations of 18th century society. Its members sought freedom, indulging in debauchery and satire of religious authority. But for some, the club was rumored to be more than just a gathering for pleasure. Whispers of satanic rituals, black masses, and secret pacts with dark forces surrounded their activities, adding an air of mystery and fear to their gatherings. While many of the club's members remain unknown, a few prominent figures have been linked to its ranks. Sir Francis Dashwood, the founder, hosted meetings at his estate in Medmenham Abbey, where he reportedly transformed the property into a setting fit for the club's indulgent rituals. Another notable figure was John Wilkes, a controversial politician and satirist, whose wit and rebellious nature made him a perfect fit for the group. Perhaps most surprising, Benjamin Franklin, one of America's founding fathers, is rumored to have attended Hellfire Club meetings during his time in England. While the Hellfire Club may seem like a hedonistic diversion, its influence stretched beyond its secretive meetings. The club's irreverence toward religion and authority reflected broader shifts in the Enlightenment, challenging traditional norms and sparking debates on liberty and individualism. However, the club also drew condemnation. By the 1760s, its activities had become public knowledge, leading to scandal and outrage. Medmenham Abbey's ruins, bearing cryptic symbols, became a haunting reminder of the group's enigmatic past. The Hellfire Club officially disbanded in the late 1760s, following public scandals and the deaths of key members. Despite its dissolution, rumors persist that similar clubs continued to operate in secret, carrying forward its legacy of rebellion and excess. Today, the Hellfire Club exists only in legend, its true nature obscured by centuries of speculation. The Hellfire Club's story is one of defiance, indulgence, and mystery, a reflection of humanity's eternal fascination with the forbidden. Was it simply a playground for the elite, or was there something darker hidden beneath the surface? Perhaps the truth lies buried with the Abbey's ruins, waiting for someone brave enough to uncover it. For those intrigued by the secrets of the Hellfire Club, I recommend The Hellfire Club's Sex, Satanism, and Secret Societies by Evelyn Lord. This fascinating book delves into the myths and realities of the Hellfire Club, separating fact from fiction and exploring its lasting impact on history and culture. In our search for history's most enigmatic secret societies, our journey takes us to 19th century Europe, a continent simmering with unrest and the fight for freedom. Amid the turmoil of oppressive regimes, a shadowy brotherhood emerged, driven by an unyielding vision of liberty and justice. They called themselves the Carbonari, or charcoal burners, a name that concealed their revolutionary purpose beneath a humble guise. But who were the Carbonari? What secrets did they protect? And how did their covert actions shape the course of history? Tonight, we step into the hidden world of this mysterious society, a group whose name may have faded with time, but whose legacy continues to echo across generations. The Carbonari are believed to have originated in southern Italy in the late 1700s, during a time of political upheaval and foreign domination. Their name, meaning charcoal burners, reflects their humble roots, as many of the group's early members were laborers who worked in the forests. The group adopted the symbolism of the charcoal burner, whose fire purifies wood, as a metaphor for their mission to purify society of tyranny and corruption. While their true origins remain shrouded in mystery, some historians speculate that the Carbonari drew inspiration from earlier secret societies, such as the Freemasons. The Carbonari's primary goal was to oppose foreign rule and authoritarian regimes, particularly in Italy, where the Napoleonic Wars and subsequent Congress of Vienna had left the country fragmented and under the control of various powers. But their fight wasn't just about politics. It was about creating a society built on liberty, equality, and justice. To achieve this, they operated in absolute secrecy, using coded language, symbols, and rituals to protect their members from discovery. While the Carbonari were a decentralized group with no single leader, several prominent figures are associated with their cause. Giuseppe Mazzini, a key figure in the unification of Italy, is believed to have been influenced by their ideals, though he later formed his own revolutionary movement. The group also counted among its enemies powerful rulers like King Ferdinand I of Naples, who launched brutal crackdowns against suspected members, imprisoning or executing them in an attempt to quash the movement. Throughout the early 19th century, the Carbonari played a pivotal role in a series of uprisings across Italy, including the failed revolutions of 1820 to 1821 and 1831. These rebellions, though ultimately unsuccessful, planted the seeds of resistance that would later blossom into the Italian unification movement. Their influence wasn't confined to Italy. The Carbonari inspired similar groups across Europe, spreading the ideals of liberty and resistance to oppression. Their clandestine network became a model for other secret societies, demonstrating the power of unity and secrecy in the face of tyranny. By the mid-19th century, the Carbonari had largely disbanded, their network fractured by government crackdowns and internal divisions. However, their spirit lived on in the revolutionary movements that followed, particularly in the Risorgimento, the movement that ultimately led to the unification of Italy in 1861. Though the Carbonari themselves faded into history, their ideals continued to inspire those who fought for freedom and justice. The Carbonari's story is one of courage, secrecy, and sacrifice. A group of ordinary people united by an extraordinary vision. While their name may no longer be whispered in the forests of Italy, their legacy endures in the ideals of liberty and justice they fought to uphold. They remind us that even in the darkest times, there are those who will risk everything to ignite the fire of change. If you want to learn more about the Carbonari, I recommend The Carbonari, Secret Societies, and the Unification of Italy by Mario Ungaro. This fascinating book delves into the origins, rituals, and historical impact of this enigmatic group, shedding light on their hidden role in shaping European history. Our exploration of secret societies leads us into the deepest shadows, where forbidden knowledge and sinister rituals thrive. Among these clandestine groups, one stands apart for its dark mysticism and chilling reputation, the Order of Nine Angles, or O9A, a name that perfectly embodies the fear and controversy it inspires. Emerging in the late 20th century, this secretive order is infamous for its unsettling blend of occult practices and radical ideologies. But what is the truth behind their veil of secrecy? Are they a modern invention, or do their roots reach back to something far older and more sinister? The Order of Nine Angles was founded in the 1960s or 1970s, though its precise origins are deliberately obscured. David Myatt, a controversial figure with ties to various radical movements, is often credited with establishing its modern framework. The group claims to have inherited its teachings from older, esoteric traditions, rooted in ancient paganism and pre-Christian European rituals. While there's little historical evidence to verify these claims, O9A's deliberate mystique has fueled endless speculation. At its core, O9A aims to challenge societal norms and foster personal transformation through what it calls the sinister path. This path involves rigorous physical, mental, and spiritual trials designed to break conventional morality and unleash the individual's true potential. Members are encouraged to engage in acts of transgression, often sparking controversy. Whether these acts are symbolic or literal remains a matter of debate, but they reflect the group's commitment to disrupting societal structures and exploring the darker aspects of human nature. The O9A's philosophy combines elements of occultism, paganism, and Nietzschean ideas of personal power. One of its most infamous concepts is the Sevenfold Way, a path of spiritual advancement involving physical challenges, ritual magic, and acts of rebellion. The group also emphasizes the importance of individual exploration and self-discovery, urging members to question all authority, including its own teachings. This radical approach has drawn both admirers and critics, making O9A one of the most polarizing secret societies of modern times. While the Order of Nine Angles has remained relatively obscure, its radical philosophy has made waves in certain circles, influencing modern occultism and sparking heated debates. Critics accuse the group of promoting dangerous ideologies, while supporters argue that its teachings are misunderstood and symbolic. Regardless of the truth, O9A's reputation has made it one of the most controversial secret societies in recent history. Unlike many historical secret societies, the Order of Nine Angles has not disbanded. Instead, it operates as a loose network of individuals and small groups, spreading its teachings through publications and online forums. Its decentralized nature has allowed it to persist, evading the scrutiny that often dismantles more structured organizations. Whether it will fade into obscurity or continue to influence the fringes of the occult remains to be seen. The Order of Nine Angles stands as a modern enigma, feared, misunderstood, and shrouded in mystery. Its radical teachings challenge both societal norms and the boundaries of the occult, making it a group that refuses to be ignored. But whether it is a genuine secret society or a provocative creation, one thing is certain. Its story adds a dark and fascinating chapter to the history of secret societies. For those curious about the Order of Nine Angles, I recommend Modern Occultism: History, Theory, and Practice by Colin D. Campbell. This insightful book explores the broader context of modern occult movements, including O9A's controversial place within them. In this first part of our journey into the shadows, we've uncovered 3 fascinating secret societies, each with its unique blend of intrigue and influence. From the scandalous rituals and hedonistic indulgence of the Hellfire Club to the revolutionary spirit and clandestine resistance of the Carbonari. And finally, the dark mysticism and controversial philosophy of the Order of Nine Angles. These groups remind us of how secrecy and power can intertwine, shaping movements and beliefs that ripple through history. But the story doesn't end here. The societies we've explored in Part 1 are just the beginning. In Part 2, we'll delve into 2 even more enigmatic groups, societies whose defiance and mysticism shaped entire nations and left behind a legacy of both awe and fear. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so you don't miss the next chapter in this series. Until then, remember, where there are secrets, there is always a story waiting to be uncovered.